What can you tell me one thing about him?
He was a tyrant, cruel man. He was, he had a big ego. His head was big, so that's why. He thought he was better than God, and in the end, he ended up dying. I know him.
She might too. Stop.
No. Let me say the Wicked History class.
Somebody knows.
Let me say the Wicked History class.
Oh my God, did you understand it? Okay, but yeah, Alexander the Great, he was a Greek ruler, and his goal was to conquer the world. He wanted to own the world. Basically, that was his goal, and he actually did pretty well. He was on the high. He was a very smart man, though. You gotta give it to him. He was very smart. He lived from 356 to 323 BC, and you know, it just takes me to think, you know, like, what is our goal? Because he had a goal. Through all this time, his goal was to conquer the world, and there was nothing and anybody who got in his way to do what he wanted to do. What is your goal? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Whether it's now, whether it's in ministry, whether it's in life, what is it? Is it to talk to somebody tomorrow about God? Is it to become a lawyer? Is it to start working in a ministry in the church? Maybe you've been down for a while. What is your goal? And so truly, he believed like the Greek way of life was far superior to the way of the rest of the world. So the Greeks were basically it to him. So that's why the Greeks needed to rule according to him. And he really emphasized he emphasized a lot in beauty, in us, like physical and everything. They were known. What else were they known for? They were known to build. They were very smart.
Oh.
Very smart. So they were known for building beautiful buildings and have museums of art. They were especially focused on the human body and believed it was the ultimate image of beauty. They started the Olympics and would have gyms, which basically you can say back in the days you can compare them to like what, 24-hour fitness or valleys or
Gold's Gym.
Gold's Gym and so I mean just imagine back in the day. How would you imagine that? Like something like that. That's what he came up with back in the day, like a long time ago. So that tells you how smart they were, because they weren't only like just any gym. You can actually say it was something compared to what is now, and that's how far he went. This process of changing the nations into Greek was a way of living called Hellenization. Who knows what that is?
Hellenization?
Hellenization.
Hellenization.
Yeah. It does, but that's what he wanted to do basically in the whole world. The Greek, way. And there was no other way. The Romans, so you know, nothing lasts forever, nothing good. I mean, they were defeated, and they were defeated by the Romans. Who knew that? What grade did you learn that in?
History Channel.
But the Romans did is they took it to a different level, to a different degree. The Romans were known to be as smart as the Greeks were, but they copied the Greeks' way a lot, as far as buildings and stuff like that. But like pretty much everything was the same, except they took beauty to a different level. Basically, to them, beauty was everything, not inside beauty, which is what really matters. You know, it was physical beauty. To them, basically, if you needed to meet certain expectations to be able to be part of the society, if you didn't meet those expectations according to them, you were basically nothing. You were part of the lower society, which were menospreciados, they were basically worth nothing. And that's what the Romans did when it came to beauty. It wasn't only like the Greeks that they took beauty as, you know, body beauty and everything. No. They said, oh my God, you're too ugly, you go to that pile. But to their expectations, maybe, yeah, like for example, deformities. Deformities in a body. For example, if somebody was born mentally retarded or stuff like that, you were like basically out of the society, basically out of their world. What they would do is, for example, say me and my husband are pregnant, and we are expecting a girl, or say a boy. And when it comes, you know, because back in the day they didn't have like ultrasounds and stuff like that. They weren't that advanced. Technology wasn't that advanced. And we have a girl, to them that's considered a deformity. And to them, what we as parents would do and could do was we can take this child to a mountain really high and leave it there. We would abandon our child. So that would happen to anybody who was born, basically, you know how sometimes babies are born with like 6 fingers. But now what they do is they have surgery quick, in and out, and you're good. Not back in the days. Because of that, you will be taken to the mountain, to the highest mountain up high, and you will be left there to die or whatever happens to you. We wouldn't look back as parents. Now, as parents, I don't know, you know, how they can do that. But I can only imagine what the child would feel, you know? Because even though it's just a young child, they're looking for to be nurtured by their parents, by their mom, you know? They want to feel that love, you know? And all this time I'm giving a baby all this love in my belly, and I will talk sweet and say all these things, and all of a sudden, oh my God, you're a girl, see ya. Like, I don't care about you. You know, the baby will no longer hear that voice. The baby will no longer feel that love that the dad and the mom would give him, even the loved one like siblings and stuff. So what would happen if a child was left there? What people would do, like gente que anda en cosas malas, like they would go grab these children, and if they were guys, they would make them serve as slaves. They would make them slaves. And if they were girls, they would throw them into prostitution. And to them, it was cheaper to go grab the child and raise it as their own, feed it, clothe it, and everything. And you're a slave, and you would be sold to that business right there. If you're a girl, you're a prostitute. You serve them. You're nothing. You're not good. You're only good to bring the money in. That's what you basically are. And it was cheaper for them to raise these children than to go out there and say, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that present. So you can only imagine how that child felt. First of all, they have been neglected. They just have been left for dead. And then somebody here picks you up. I don't think they treated them nice. I think that you're nothing but a prostitute, this and that, when that's not what that wasn't what God had planned for them, you know, because God has been chosen you, me, and everybody since the wombs of our mothers, since before we were born. He has chosen what we're gonna do. He has chosen our future, our present, and yeah, you know what? Maybe you're stuck right now, or maybe you don't know the present, but you know what? Don't dwell on the past. Dwell on look forward towards the future. You know, if you stay stuck dwelling on the past, I can assure you that. Yes.
How many of us know the Kingdom of Sparta? How they were? You guys all know? And you guys have all seen the movie 300, right? Yeah. What did they do to the babies that were weak? Yeah. How many of us feel weak in the real world? When we go with our friends and we can't even talk to them about Jesus? How many of us feel that we're not worth it and we should just be thrown off the cliff? How many of us feel that we want someone to nurture us, that we were born to be nurtured, but nobody ever does it to us? Don't you think that now that we know this, we have to go talk to someone? To the people who are crying in the dark? To the ones who are screaming and no one's hearing? Some of us can be that right now. Some of us can be hurting, some of us can be crying, some of us can go through situations that we don't even want to talk about, but who's there to help us? That's what this is all about. We have to learn and not be like the Greeks, not be like the Spartans, not be like Alexander the Great. We have to learn how to move and help people that are still in the dark and don't have no other way to go.
That's right, and that's exactly what Paul did. That's exactly what he did, the apostle Paul. He went to a city called Ephesus, and what he did is he started sharing that love towards who? Towards the one who has been neglected, towards the one that has not felt the word of love, the ones who have never heard the word te amo, te quiero, eres mi niña, eres mi rey, you're my baby, you're my princess, eres mi todo. They have never heard the word say, I am so glad God gave me to you. I am so glad you have been born. That's exactly what Paul did. He went out there, he went and without fear, knowing, could you imagine what they would do to him? But he didn't care. He went out there. And that's why he gave the love to all the prostitutes and to all the slaves, the guys. And you know how hungry they were? If we go to Ephesians chapter 1, verse 3:16, he tells us everything, about. So Paul writes this, to the house in the churches of Ephesus a letter, and many of the people listened to basically the people who were listening when he wrote this letter were all the prostitutes and the slaves. I'm sure there was other people there, but he was basically focused on them. And what it says is, for he chose us in him before the creation of the world to be holy and blameless in his sight. In love, he has adopted us as his sons and daughters through Jesus Christ, in accordance with his pleasure and will, to the praise of his glorious grace, which he was freely giving us in the one he loves. And basically what it's saying is, I chose you before the creation of the world. I know you think that nobody ever wanted you, but that could be further from the truth. I chose you before you were even born, and when you were left for dead, and you were left behind. They were chosen. And it explains how, like, these people that were left for dead and uncared for, he didn't even finish the first sentence when these people were basically tearing, crying, thinking that and being grateful that somebody can love them, somebody who they've never even heard of, because all their life nobody gave them love, so they didn't know what that was. So when Paul comes here, they find that there is someone that loves them, that there is someone who has hope for, who can give them hope and the love and live, So that's what they teach us. This passage teaches us, Do you get this, guys?
Yeah.
Really? Because, sometimes we wait for like some dramatic thing to happen to us to actually get that. And I think that that's so unnecessary, Those people who have been dancing around the room in gladness after the first couple of verses of this letter, hearing those words, which is something that they've been like hoping to hear their whole life. And they finally heard it when Paul went out there and did it. But what if Paul didn't go? What if you don't go and give those words of hope? What if, I don't know